Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you've been following my build on the IS300, you notice I put the new Brimbos, the 17Z Brimbos on here a couple weeks ago. And in order to do that, I had to put a 20mm spacer to fit my wheels, my SSR Koenig wheels. Right now I've got the type where you actually bolt it on and it's got its own lugs in it. I really don't like this design because of safety. Right now I've got this spacer bolted onto here, and this spacer is the weak point, and this could potentially break off of the hub and have the whole wheel come off. What I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna be installing some extended lugs on here, so stay tuned. Alright, so what we're going to be installing today is these eBay $36 studs. And these are one of the top reviewed studs on eBay. The seller sells thousands of these, and I chose these over other options, including ARP, just because the price, obviously, I got all 20 of them, plus this extra one that came in the package for $36, and I'm not going to complain for $36. That's the price of actually just one hub of ARPs. There's another brand called 1320 Performance made by All Out Fabrication, and theirs is about half the price of ARP. So to get all 20 of these, I chose these because I read all the reviews and the comments, and they were pretty good. These things are actually pretty nice when you look at them. They've got everything like the ARPs and the 1320s have. They're a nice zinc coating just like all the others. They're also rated at a 10.9 as far as strength, which is also the same as ARP and the 1320s. So you can't go wrong with these, and plus they're wheel studs. As long as they hold in and they don't break on you, they should be good. And don't get me wrong about the ARPs. ARPs are very good, proven brands, and they make great products. But for what I need on my car, I'm daily driving this thing, I'm not really tracking it, so these eBay studs with the strength rating that they're at should work fine for me. If you're doing heavy tracting or drifting and you need a really reliable lug, I really recommend you go with the ARPs just for the peace of mind. But obviously for my purposes, these will do fine. If I ever built a race car or a drift car, I'd actually go with the ARPs, but for this project, I'm gonna just go with these. For the install and removal of the existing studs, all you really need is a hammer. I got this heavy duty engineering hammer to tap these things out pretty easily. And to reinstall them, you need something like this. This is an actual stud installer. It's an actual bearing that you put it over and then you screw it in your lug right here. It helps you actually spin the actual thing onto there, and you pull it through without damaging the stud and putting pressure on the stud and torque on the stud. And it's also much better than using older methods with washers where you have to have a sacrificial lug nut. With this thing, you can use your regular lug nut and screw it on without destroying your lug nut. So if you guys need any of these products, whether it's these exact ones, the 1320 Performance ones, or the ARPs, check out the links down in the description. I'll link to Amazon and eBay where you can find these for the lowest price. In addition, if you need this exact tool right here, I'll also link to Amazon. So as far as the actual install or the removal of the studs, obviously we got to take all this stuff apart. On some cars, if you don't have your dust shield back here or any of this stuff, you might be able to just tap it out with the brake still on and pull it through with the hub and the brake on. But for my setup, it's very tight back there. I still have part of my shield back there, and I don't think I could tap it out and get the longer one in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remove the caliper, remove the rotor, and work from behind. So I unbolted my caliper and I just held it up right now with some bungee cords to get it out of the way and also not damage my nice new powder coating. If you guys haven't seen that video, go ahead and check out that video of me installing that system on there. It should be in the link up in the corner here. But other than that, now that we're in here and we took that off, I actually have a bunch of room because I did all that shaving back here, and you can see right now, you could get access to all the bolts right in the back there and without even taking off your rotor. So I might just end up doing that. But since I already have the caliper off, it might just be easier just to pull the rotor off while I'm in here. All right, I've gotten the rotor off and we're in the hub now. As you can see, we have full access to everything. This is probably the easiest way to do it if you want to take everything apart, but it's gonna make your life much easier versus leaving the hub on and leaving the caliper on. So the first thing we wanna do is just tap these through. 1 or 2 taps should knock this through depending on how much corrosion and rust that you have on your hub. So you see, that one took a little bit longer because of 20 years worth of corrosion on here. That was easy. We knocked the old factory stud off, and we're gonna go ahead and put one of the new ones on. So putting it on is pretty easy. Just kind of stick it there. And then we want to use our new little tool here that we bought. Go ahead and put it on there, and then take one of your, so you want to get a lug nut. You could use one of your old ones or a sacrificial one, depending on if you want to get rid of it or you want to damage one of your good lugs. And we'll go ahead and just hand crank it down. Pull it through. If you have an impact, you might want to just shoot it with the impact also once you get it on here, just to get it through. Because as you can see, I'm having trouble because I can't control this thing because it's spinning so much. So I use my impact on the lowest setting. Right there, perfect. Go ahead and shoot it off. And there it is. Got the first extended lug on. Make sure that thing's square. If you're not sure, you might want to just put it in there and torque it down to 85 foot-pounds just So go ahead and tap these out. I'm just gonna place it between two 2x4 pieces of wood and just tap it through. That way I don't damage the actual spacer and I can knock it out. Man, that thing's not going anywhere. To help tap these out a little bit quicker, I actually froze them to contract them a little bit to see if I could hammer these studs out better. All right, we were able to get everything installed back on together here. So it looks like it's pretty easy step process, as you guys can see. There's not much to it if you have all the right tools and you get everything put on.
Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me all the way to the end of this quick video on installing these new extended lugs. As you can see, installing them is pretty easy if you have the ability to just take apart all your brakes. If you have the right tools like this thing right here and just a little bit of patience getting it on. If you guys found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Stay on top of all my different DIY videos on the car, on the house, in the garage, or whatever I'm doing. Remember guys, for all these different projects, if I can do it, you guys can do it. I want to thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light.